Today, Sarah and I are going to make a galette des rois, or a king's cake. We're going to use puff pastry. We're cheating a little bit. We have almond flour. We have some crema pasticcera, sugar, an egg, some butter, a little bit of rum, and let's get started by putting the sugar and the butter right in here and allowing it to cream really well. Now to this, we're also gonna add an egg. Oops, and look at there. We got a little bit of shell in there. We're gonna get that out with the other shell, a little more here, and we're gonna add that right to it. We're also gonna add the cream, as well as a bit of rum. And we're going to whisk this together again. Now we're going to add a bit of almond extract and the vanilla. And to this, we're slowly going to add the almond flour. We'll incorporate all this into a nice cream. And right at the end, we're going to fold in the crema pasticcera. Now that everything is well mixed together, we're gonna fold in the crema pasticcera and into this frangipane cream, we're going to fold in the crema pasticcera, which is a pastry cream. We're gonna just make a very small galette des rois. And now I'm gonna have to tell you what a galette des rois is and what the tradition behind is. Now we're gonna fill a pastry bag with the frangipane, which this is what this cream is called, and we're going to pipe it on a baking sheet, which is covered with some parchment paper. So here we placed a piece of parchment paper. I found put a little dot here as the center. And then since it needs to be 8 inches in diameter, I set the 4 right here around and made myself some markings. So I have a circle that is 8 inches in diameter. Now, with the pastry bag, I'm going to start from the center and circle around, all the way around like this. Now, I told you I was going to tell you what galette des rois is. Well, it is a traditional cake eaten on the 12th day of Christmas, on Epiphany, where the Magi, the 3 kings, came to see Jesus, where he was born. And tradition dictates that you put a little trinket, and you may have wondered what that little button that I have there on the side. Let me see if I can show you. This little button right here, we're going to hide it inside, and whoever finds it once it's cooked is going to be either the king or the queen of the day. But now we're going to put this frangipane into the freezer. And once it's frozen, we'll incorporate it into the puff pastry. So we're gonna smooth it out the best we can, and then hide our trinket inside. Let's see, we'll set it right in here. Cover it up, and then place this in the freezer. Now here are our 2 puff pastry sheets. One is going to be for the bottom and one for the top. These need to be a little bit bigger than what we did with the frangipane. So these need to be 9 inches in diameter. So maybe just a tad I need to roll out. So let's put this to the bottom and just roll it out just a little bit on the side. We're going to use the plate as a guide. And now it is perfect. Look at there. So now with this little knife, we're gonna go around and simply cut. And our plate is a perfect guide. Now it is said that very often people cheat because they want to find the trinket. So they allow children to get underneath the table, and once the cake is cut, they are allowed to be the ones deciding as to who the piece of cake goes to. So there is absolutely no way of anybody finding out where the trinket could be. There we go. Then they also are able to wear a crown for the day. Okay, let's stretch this one out as well. Now it is on here that we will place the frangipane. Then we will take the next sheet, place it on top, and seal it all around the edges. So this is the puff pastry that we just took out of the refrigerator. We're gonna put these rougher edges on the inside because this is where the frangipane or the frangipane is gonna go. And here it is out of the freezer. We're gonna place it on top and then place the other piece of puff pastry on there as well. Guys, I believe I can see a little trinket right in there. So now you see where this is the rougher edge, we're gonna place it just like this. And now we're gonna have to really seal it well. Now in order for the other piece to seal well, I'm gonna put some water all around. I could have done that before I put the frangipane on, but I just forgot. That would have made it a little bit easier. And this will ensure that everything will stick well together. Now here is our other piece, and I'm gonna put this edge that is not as pretty and place it like this. And now we're going to seal it, and we have to seal it well so the frangipane will not leak out. I'm gonna go all the way around the circle, and then we're gonna seal it even better with the help of a knife. Now with this part of the blade, not the sharp one, but the opposite side, I'm gonna place my fingers like this, and we're going to kind of press it in so as to not only seal it, but also make a nice little design on the edge. And we'll go all the way around. Now very carefully, let me see if we can do this without breaking anything. We're gonna flip it around so it will be able to rise better. Now let me see if we can correct a little bit of this design here. And here, we're going to mix an egg yolk with a little bit of cream and a pinch of salt. Mix it up real well. And this we will use to brush our galette. First we're gonna brush it and then place it back into the fridge for just a little bit to cool off. And then we will do it one more time and place the design on it. So now we're gonna brush it all over, making sure that we don't put any out on this edge here because we want it to be able to rise really, really well. So our galette will be placed in the refrigerator to allow to cool. So Sarah and I measured the center of the galette, and it's about right here. I'm gonna make just a teeny hole for steam to escape. And this is also gonna be my guide to make the design. Once again, with the back of the knife, I'm gonna come down just like so, then go back to the center, and I'm gonna come down again, and we'll do that. And guess what I did? I forgot to brush it a second time. So let's do that right now. I'm gonna brush it one more time all over. So we went over the lines that had been filled with a little bit of egg wash, and now we're gonna go all the way around the circle and just press into it enough to leave an indentation. Now, one thing that I meant to tell you guys and I almost forgot is that in Italy on Epiphany, the Befana comes, which is an old lady on a broom, and she brings candy and nice sweet sugary things to the good children, and she brings coal, which is still sugary stuff, to the children that have been naughty. Now we finally get to place the galette des rois in the oven, and next time you will see it, it will be nicely baked. Let's place it inside the oven and let the oven do its magic. While our galette des rois is in the oven, I'm gonna put this water in here and the sugar. We'll bring it to a boil, and once the sugar has completely dissolved, we will take it off the heat source, and this is just a simple syrup that we will use to brush our galette. Now you see it's come to a boil. I'm gonna turn the heat source off and add just a little bit of this alcohol. Look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now you can see here there must have been some egg wash that went on there, and it didn't quite rise as well, but it is beautiful and it smells delicious. We're gonna place it right on here, and then with my pastry brush, while it's still hot, we're gonna slightly paint it with this rum syrup, and boy, is this gonna be delicious. All the way around. Who knows who is going to find the trinket? The best part is yet to come. I'm going to get to cut it and show you what it looks like inside, and hopefully I'm not gonna cut right into that trinket. Let's see here. Listen to how nice and crunchy it is, and oh, I can't wait to see what the frangipane looks like inside. Let's see, need to cut it just a bit more. All right, and here we go. Let's see, right in here is that beautiful paste inside with these airy layers and this delicious syrup on top, and I can't wait to serve it to my family. Buon appetito!